So, hello guys, and welcome to the video. Yes, I know it's a vlog. This also feels very weird to me, but here we are. The reason you probably already guessed it from the title of this video is mainly Minecon next week. Yes, I'm recording this on June 26th, and next week I will be at Minecon in London, indeed. I was messing up my propositions there. And yeah, I just thought, well, a lot of people are making vlogs mainly for their viewers to be recognized, I guess. Um, I know I don't have a big viewer base or anything, but just thought, just in case. Mainly considering my face isn't really hidden. I made a vlog back in, well, I shot it in October. I made it in December actually. But that I only showed myself there around the very end, so I don't really expect too many people saw that. So I thought for the new viewers who want to know what it looked like, here you go. Yeah, live with it, I guess. Um, yeah, I guess that's that out of the way. Now, next week I will be at Minecon. I will also be at the Hermitcraft meetup on Friday. With actually, let me pop up a list quickly. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess around here because of I'm trying to record something with like a lamp here and camera there. Let's see. So there's going to be a friend of Fano, some other friends of Fano, and Fano himself at the Hermitcraft meetup. And yes, that's a joke. Fano, I hope you're watching. Um, anyway, that out of the way, I'll just be and probably go to some panels and stuff, which I unfortunately still have yet to announce, which kind of sucks. But um, yeah, I don't really have too much to say about it because I don't think many people will be there or be interested in meeting me. So that's totally fine. However, second part I want to use this vlog for is a channel update because I haven't really done such a thing in a long while, and I thought it would be, well, interesting to talk a bit about what the plans are for, well, this summer basically, summer of 2015. As you can tell outside, it's really great summer weather right now, for example. But yeah, exams are over for me. I had my last exam 3 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. So, well, ignoring possible retake exams, which I will know about in a week, I'm kind of free now until halfway September. So I kind of thought it would be good to cover a bit when I'm gonna be gone. When could there be less videos? What kind of stuff do you want to make videos about? So next week, of course, I will be at Minecon, Wednesday until Monday, as you probably expected. I will also probably be gone around the mid-August. That's just for 2 days, so I highly doubt anyone on YouTube is gonna notice. And in September, I will possibly be gone for just over a week, but I'll also try to schedule videos there and still keep the weekly video streak, probably. But that's still up in the air, so I'm not gonna say much more about that. So that's like periods of inactivity, possibly, as well as if I have a retake exam or multiple in the worst case, that will be probably around the end of August or the beginning of September. So just so you know. But here on YouTube, I don't think that will be too much affected by those things. Maybe the exams will, but that's about it. So what I would rather talk about with you guys is the stuff I have planned, kind of, and also something I thought of a couple of days ago and thought would be pretty interesting. So I have a bunch of stuff. Well, I kind of this for the past couple of days, I've kind of been trying to note stuff down as I think about projects because I feel like I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. And now I kind of have, you could almost say plans, but it's probably still a bit an overestimate of what I'm actually going to do. But it does come close to the stuff I want to organize or do myself, that is. So for this week until Minecon, I have way too much stuff planned, which I'm probably not going to get to. But so for this week, for example, you can probably expect a filter video on a bigger version of the item counter because the last one wasn't exactly what Nice Mark wanted, but I actually missed some tweets I got back from him apparently, and I only saw them after the last video, so that's why I'm going to make a new filter to actually create something he can use. So that's probably going to be in a couple of days. Some other stuff like Reworks also expect ask for something, but that will probably also be a video. Well, I also want to make a vlog. Guess what? yeah, will also be vlogs from Minecon, just so you know if you hate that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna try hand gestures. One, unsubscribe, or two, I guess, prepare for it. That's not too much more I can say. Yeah, that's kind of about it for the interesting stuff for you guys this week. Then again, it's just a week. But for afterwards, I think stuff gets more interesting because, especially for the newer viewers, I actually am part of an SMP server. I'll definitely admit it's mostly inactive, but it's called Reflex SMP. I will probably link to the channel, to a, to my series on it below in the description, and I'm very happy I could finally make that gesture for once. Yeah, so I think, like, I've been wanting to get back to the server for a long time, and I think the summer could work out. I've also, for the past month or something, I've also already been working for a bit trying to get fix the iron farm we have, which unfortunately is not properly loading while we're offline, although it did in the past, but that's details. Luke Wells is still active on the server, also known as Sanguis Fulgur, who I've also linked, I guess, down there. And apart from that, maybe other people will get active, or we could get new people on the server who are interested in SMP. We can see, but I'm definitely also willing to just do it as a pseudo single player series, just trying to do some cool stuff. But really, I want to make it a bit more like, you could say, Panda survival, but like probably not as amazing. Because I'm not as smart as he is, and I definitely don't find the amount of strange glitches and bugs he does. But there are some unexplored areas of surf tech technology. Yeah, that was a tautology. Of surf tech, which are like sand duping, for example. Only very recently there was the Sansidiator released by Works, and dungeon tech is something which it turns out Vincent from Scicraft is looking into, but that's about it. And apart from that, we only have Panda, who made four spawners with it back in 2012, whereas I've yet to see a proof that 72 is impossible, although I have to say it sounds quite... I don't think it's possible, to be honest, but it's not disproven yet. So that's really kind of stuff I would like to would like to really get into in the series. It sounds probably a bit over the top for Reflex, but I just think it's really cool stuff, and frankly, if the episodes take months as a result, that's it. I'm totally fine with it. So I'm gonna try to focus a bit less on like regular stuff, like, oh look, we built an iron farm, yay! Like, I mean, yes, I kind of want to keep the viewers updated on what's going on the server, so I'm probably going to do a bit of a short tour every episode of like minor stuff which changed, like we got a new iron farm, or we got a I don't know which farm, or that kind of stuff. But like, I would like to also have some, unless there's like a lot of changes, which is probably going to be the case in episode 7, which would be the next episode. I do not really want to spend too much time discussing those changes. I rather would spend some time discussing like some major, well, something which basically hasn't really been done before in surf tech, be it very useful or not, or just for fun, really. So with that out of the way, on to some other stuff. Dungeon tech, as I said, that's a very interesting concept, and will probably take me to a lot of Slimestone as well, except as well as some other programming which I probably will not make videos about. But it will also definitely involve some survival once I actually want to apply this to Reflex, if I ever will. I have to say, I kind of have to put the odds on Scicraft for doing something with that first. There's also some other small stuff like the low gear challenge, which is an old video made by Ground15 description, and I downloaded this world and wanted to do the challenge for a very long time, and it's still laying in my worlds folder, and I really want to get rid of it. So I'm probably going to also get through some small projects like that this summer, or I'm going to try to. And finally, which I probably have mentioned at the beginning of the video, well, which I mentioned but didn't fully talk about, I want to make the Advanced Stacker 2.0, which is a filter I have basically been thinking about basically since I worked on the Advanced Stacker 1.0, which will also be linked down in the description, and I'm not going to do the hand gesture again. But Yebe suggested some stuff on Twitter which I think would be possible with a more extensive version of the Advanced Stacker, which can stack into multiple dimensions and stuff. And yes, I know this all is kind of technical, but if you don't understand and you want to watch the videos, I guess, if you don't understand and you're not interested, just skip this vlog, I guess. So yeah, that's I'm probably going to make that one. However, something I thought I could do is do another filter stream. This is a concept I've tried once before in September of last year, September 2014. I will also link to that video. Lots of stuff I have to link to apparently. And yeah, basically, if you think the idea would be nice of making a filter on stream, so it's mostly as an educational, it mostly has an educational purpose, just, well, really just showing, yeah, sorry, I'm getting distracted for a bit. Showing how I make filters myself, some of the basic input and output, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think branding filters is a more right way to teach that. Tutorials are definitely better, but that also takes more time, so this is kind of a compromise for that. So if you are interested in watching me write the advanced stacker on stream, which I think could be done in several hours, so I think it would be an alright length for a stream, then please let me know. If you're not interested, also let me know. Like, I want to get feedback on this stuff. Yeah, I think it's really, I don't, like, I can definitely stream for a few people. I'm also alright with that, but I'm probably not gonna do it if it's just a few people. But if people say that there's gonna be a lot of people and it turns out there's not, well, I will still upload the stream to YouTube, so other people can watch it for, well, until YouTube stays up, I guess, for next decade or something. So in the end, I guess it's always worth a bit at least. So with that out of the way, there are still some other projects I have on my list here, but I am pretty sure they will not be covered this summer. So yeah, with that out of the way, I think it's gonna be it for this vlog. I'm already 12 minutes in, it seems, or something along those lines. So yeah, that's gonna be it, people. Next week, Minecon. For those who are there, say hi. And apart from that, just yeah, tons of stuff planned. I hope I can get some stuff done, especially Reflex. I'm ready to get into that again. And also, I may want to organize something with the community, actually. Like, just the people in the Reflex chats who, yes, the Reflex chat is actually still active. And we're still talking sometimes, but they're just not active on the server, that's it. But I still may want to organize something with the community, but you will see more about that. So let me just wrap this stuff up. Thanks for watching, people. I hope you liked this video, but even if you didn't, well, I guess leave a rating, but I mean, doesn't have that much content into it. But so yeah, I guess don't leave feedback because I'm probably not gonna make another vlog in like the next 6 months or something. So yeah, that will be it. Thanks for watching, and I hope I will see you in another video.